Hi everyone, Dr. Emmy from Pain Free and Fit. Today we've got a great walking exercise for you lower back pain sufferers with SacroIliac and Spondylolisthesis pain. Hope you enjoy. So the SacroIliac joint is the connection between one half of our pelvic bone and our sacrum, which is a triangle at the base of our spine. And that joint many times is responsible for a lot of lower back pain. Not only people that have been diagnosed with sacroiliac joint syndrome, but also a lot of people with spondylolisthesis. Many times a lot of their pain is generated from an abnormal functioning sacroiliac joint, as well as disc problems, herniation, degeneration, and bulges. So one of the things we can do to help with sacroiliac pain is to start learning how to stabilize the sacroiliac joint more correctly. Many times sacroiliac joint pain is generated by a shearing force that occurs between the pelvis, one half of it, and that sacrum, where there's an abnormal stabilization of the up and down forces on that joint. The ligament becomes, or the ligament complex that surrounds that joint becomes weak due to an aggravating muscular inhibition pattern. Now what I mean by that is the hip joint, especially the glute medius muscle on the side of the hip, has a function to hold the pelvis rather level while we walk. Excessive upswing or hip hiking of the hip when we're standing on one leg allows that pelvis to shear upwards on the sacrum and aggravate sacroiliac pain. And many times, although you don't realize it, as we're taking 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day, that repetitive micro stress in the sacroiliac joint is what's driving your sacroiliac joint pain. So to help correct this, we can use a very simple walking exercise that we can do during the day. Walking exercises for lower back pain are great because they don't require extra time, they don't require extra investment in rehab sessions. You can simply do them in the normal course of your daily activities. To begin, practice standing on one leg and get the idea of hip hiking, which is allow yourself to sag so your whole pelvis comes up, and then practice pushing your pelvis down or elongating your waist so you're standing as tall as you can on that side. That's going to create an equal distance between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hips. Once you have that, you're going to implement that into your walking. As you take a step, as the foot begins to touch, think about driving your hip down and your rib cage, pull it upwards so you're lengthening the waist as you allow your hips to come over your foot. That's when it's going to happen. Typically what happens as we walk, as that foot hits and we start to bring our hips over, that's when we're going to have that hip hiking. You'll notice the hip moves sideways and upwards. So as that foot lands, you want to make sure you're driving that hip down, keeping the rib up, and keeping it tall all the way through until the opposite foot hits. Try that on the side of your sacroiliac pain. Actually try it on both sides. If you have a chance to videotape yourself or ask a friend to look how you walk, many times you'll see that you're going to move more to one side while you're walking or have a hip swing upwards and hip hiking than holding the hip inwards with good stability as you're tall. If that's your issue, it's a great exercise to practice. If you enjoyed this video on sacroiliac joint pain and walking, feel free to subscribe to our channel. We've got a lot of good videos on sacroiliac problems, disc problems, spondylolisthesis, etc. for lower back pain. Questions or comments, write in. As always, I'll do my best to answer them. Give me a thumbs up below to help me share this valuable information with others. And if you're looking for more simple walking exercises that can really make a huge difference in your lower back pain and self-rehab the mechanical problems that cause back pain and strengthen your back through endurance exercises all while walking, check out our Walk-Away Back Pain program available at painfreeandfit.com. It has all your analysis that you need to check out your body and your mechanics to figure out what mechanical issues are aggravating your back pain and the corrective stretches, exercises, and walking modifications you need to overcome chronic sacroiliac and other low back pain generated issues. I hope this video on sacroiliac joint pain with walking exercises helps you with your chronic lower back symptoms.